Shalom, Kol Halal, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and rule well. Salutation and citations to the brothers out there that are laboring and pushing this truth and in sincerity and in charity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so. To you, I say Shalom, to the Akim and to the Akwath. That'll be you brothers and sisters. Unrighteous, that is to say, Lord willing. Hopefully by the end of this lesson, you'll be edified. This lesson is an organic lesson. All right? To the spirit and power of Yahweh, Hashem Yoshai, whatever the spirit allows. Not what I speak upon. All right? This is your brother Amawan Ayabai from the GMS Miami camp. All right? Back again with another lesson to the spirit and power of Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai. Defeat the lambs of Yahweh, Yahushai, as commanded. And as I was saying, the lesson is all of the spirit, you know. I was sitting in my vehicle, pondering on what kind of lesson could I get into, but I really don't want my time to run out. And you know, spirit just got on me to just press the button, man. Sometimes we gotta press the button, you know, and leave it in the hand of the Lord, you know. You know, the scriptures say, man, as a matter of fact, let me just go to it, because I was looking at some articles just now. There's so much stories, there's so much happening, there's so much going on in the world. I mean, it's so much that we could speak on, man, you know. I just really didn't narrow it down to something specific, but it's a whole lot. But let me grab this scripture real quick where the Lord said, something the Lord said, okay, that I found to be a very profound precept. All right, that's the book of St. John. Okay, St. John, the 7th chapter, right, and the 38th verse. It says, he that believeth on me, this is a red letter. It says, he that believeth on me, as the scripture had said, out of his belly, meaning your mind, shall flow rivers of living water, right? So at the end of the day, all right, we know the Lord sups with his men through the Spirit, man. Revelation 3:12. Behold, I stand at the door and knock, and if you open the door, the Lord said he will come in and sup with you, meaning to share a meal with you, man. Okay? Meaning this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Okay? The scriptures tell you how the Lord loves none than him who dwells with wisdom, because that's what you're going to need to navigate you through the times that we're coming into, you know. 2 Timothy 3 and verse 1, and this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. Well, we living in perilous times because we see where the world is headed, man. Okay, we have all of these things happening simultaneously, man. Okay, we have laws being drawn up, unrighteous decrees, all right, to stop the truth from going forward. But we know at the end of the day, they can't really stop the truth. The truth is already out the bag. There's nothing that you could do. And as the elder apostle Tahal, all right, said, this truth is already in our mind, man. It's already in us. So if you wanna go get to the point where you wanna ban the Bible or anything like that of that sort, all right, it's not like it wasn't things that the scriptures say there's no new thing under the sun. That's something that happened in the past already. But even in these times, the point is we're retaining this in our minds. So you ain't gonna be able to the scripture say you can't do nothing against the truth but before the truth, because at the end of the day the word of the Lord is gonna stand, man. So it doesn't matter what they do. Okay? They have this bill where they try to pass over there in Canada. I think it's called if I remember correctly, the bill C 367, right? Where they trying to bring legislation against you speaking aloud, okay, reading out certain scriptures, all right, if they deem it to be hate speech, okay, they trying to pass a law against it. And again, all of these things plays into prophecy, right, because there is such thing called the famine of the word, Amos chapter 8 and verse 11, right? And then here in the U.S., right, they just have another bill would just recently pass overwhelmingly, all right, saying you can't speak about a specific group of people, right? Showing you who runs the world at the end of the day. So they're saying you can't speak against a specific group of people, all right? They want to label you as a anti this or anti that, you know? So it just shows you the time that we're coming into, man. All right? It shows you that no matter what, the words of the Lord are faithful and true. And these things are spoken of, okay? Because, let me go to that scripture and grab it, because all these unrighteous decrees, as the scripture speaks about, it's just going to lead to prophecy being fulfilled. Okay? Let's get it in the book of Amos. Amos chapter 8. All right? Amos chapter 8 and verse 11. It says, "Behold, the days come, said the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord." So this is speaking specifically of the words of the Lord, man. All right? They want to do away, right, with the scriptures. Why? Because they're being exposed. You see, the scripture speaks about Jeremiah, the 49th chapter and the 10th verse, and the scripture says, "I have made Esau bare." You know, so this nakedness is being shown now. So therefore, they want to stop the truth from going forth, man. You see? And that's why they're going to come up with all these unrighteous decrees. All right, verse 12, it says, Amos chapter 8 and verse 12, it says, "And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east, they shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it." So at the end of the day, we say, bring it on, man. Do what you got to do, because guess what? We want to go from glory to glory. We want to go from glory to glory, man. Us being out on the highways and preaching the word, all right? That's one glory, but there's more glories to come. And we want to go from glory to glory. We ain't going to be able to preach on the highways and byways forever. So you go ahead and do what you got to do, all right? That's just fulfilling prophecy at the end of the day, man. You see? That's all it's doing, is just fulfilling prophecy at the end of the day. And it's not like we don't know these things will come, because the scriptures tell you, Amos 3 and 7, "Surely the Lord will do nothing, but he reveal his secrets unto his servants, the prophets," man. So we expect these things. We expect persecution. We expect these things to come. All right? Because it's written in the scripture and it's a part of our walk. You know, this is why you have to count the cost. You have to know what you was a part of. You know, we don't have our heads buried in the sand, man. We read the scriptures. We know what the scriptures say, so we know what to expect. You know? But we know, as the scriptures say, the devil is going to come down having great wrath, because we know that they have but a short time. You know, Revelation 12 and 12, roughly paraphrasing. But we know Isaiah 59 and verse 19, the Lord says he's going to lift up a standard. Okay? You see, when the enemy shall come in as a flood, all right, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard, man, roughly paraphrasing that scripture. You know, so anyway you look at it, man, you still lose, man. The wicked is going to lose. All right? The righteous is going to win, beginning with Yahweh Shai, man. All right? But this is, let's get Isaiah the 10th chapter and the first verse. And it says, "Woe, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed." See? They're coming up with all of these unrighteous decrees, man. Okay? Why? Because they know that that's why they're trying to get rid of TikTok, man. Okay? People don't depend on mainstream media anymore, man. Okay, people have smartphones, you have alternative media, and people seeing certain things when it happen first time. They don't gotta wait on the mainstream media. People post things themselves. Information get out real fast. Okay, so you know they can't have the truth going out there, right? They all try to control the narrative, but we living in a time where the scripture speaks about the truth that has been without fruit for so long shall be declared, right? It's going to be declared. There's nothing that you could do, because why? It's a spoken word of the Lord. You can't do nothing against the truth, but before the truth, man. And the scripture saying, "Ye shall," St. John chapter 8 verse 32, "and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free." This is what's gonna free your mind, man. By learning the truth and detaching from the matrix, man. All right. Start a scripture, Micah 2 and 10. "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest." All right? It is polluted. All right? And it will destroy you even with a straw destruction, man. This is not our rest, man. You got to detach from the matrix, man. You see? You gotta, the scripture speaks about, the Apostle Paul tells you, Romans chapter 12, verse 2, "Be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind." Yahweh Shai told Nicodemus, all right, that no man can enter into the kingdom unless he be born again. Meaning, you got to be washed by the word, man. Okay, you got to come into this thing as a babe. All right, and as newborn babes, you gotta desire the sincere milk, man. The scriptures, man. You gotta creep before you walk, so to speak. Come into this thing and learn the truth, man. Go and teach it, and preach it. Lift up that standard, lift up the banner. The names of Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. You see? So at the end of the day, the will of the Lord is going to be done. The Lord says the counsel of the Lord is going to stand, and the Lord says he's going to do all his pleasure, man. Isaiah 46:10, the Lord says he's going to do all his pleasure. Yahweh Shai told you that none, all must be fulfilled, man. All must be fulfilled. And the scriptures tell you, Isaiah 34:16, that none shall fail, meaning the prophecies, all of the prophecies that are written of, okay, they're going to come to pass, man. You see? That's what is going to happen, man. All right, so at the end of the day, the scriptures tell you that no man could resist the will of the Lord. So at the end of the day, the Lord's purpose is going to be done. Okay? The Lord's purpose is going to be done, man. So the whole earth, all right, is moving to the tune of prophecy. Doesn't matter what you see going on, the Lord is in control of all things. He mustered the host of the battle, the scripture says, man. We see World War III brewing up. That's the Lord. The Lord say, he's going to gather these nations into the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, man. Okay? The Euphrates rivers is drying up. Scripture speaks about that, man. Let's get that in the book of, right now, if you do a Google search, all right, you would know that the Euphrates rivers is drying up. And that's a prophecy to come to pass in a lot of times. Okay, let's get it right here in Revelation, the 16th chapter. I think it's the 12th verse. It says, Revelation chapter 16 and verse 12, it says, and the sixth angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates. So do a Google search, and you'll see, you can even go on YouTube and you'll see that river is drying up, showing you that this book is a living book, man, alive and well. Okay? It says, and the sixth angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates, and the water thereof was dried up, that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared, man. So that's the reason why it's being dried up, to make way, all right, for the kings of the east, man. That's going into World War III. You see, we hearing all of this. The scripture speaks about rumors, wars and rumors of wars. Okay? So we're in a time now where these things must be, because the scriptures tell you, if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then can it not come that is filled with good. Roughly paraphrasing, man. So these things must happen. It's the will of the Lord. So we know that's gonna happen, man. And we see it building up. But we know before that could get to full-fledged, okay, before it could get real hot, the implementation of the MOTB is gonna have to come to pass. All right, because no prophecy overrides another. Everything is done in its time. The scriptures tell you that, how the Lord doesn't move nor stir them, meaning the prophecies. Those are going to come in the time in which the Lord set them, none before the other. Right in the way as he set them up, that's the way they're going to come. Let's get, and the scripture says, none of them shall fail, man. But let me get that real quick in the book of 2nd Ezra. 2nd Ezra. It's verse 37. But I'm gonna read up. I want to read this precept I just quoted not too long ago. I'll read it though. It says 2nd Ezra chapter 4 verse 28. It says, but as concerning the things whereof thou asked me, I will tell thee. This is the prophet Ezra speaking with the angel. It says, for the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. Right? It says, if therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down. So right, if Babylon be not destroyed, then can it come which have that good, man, which is the kingdom. So these things must happen because it's the will of the Lord. We're reading it. It says, if therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then can it come that is sown with good. And that's speaking of the kingdom. But now considering these prophecies, right? How they come into their time, and they don't come out of time. They come as the Lord set them up. That's the way they come. It says 2 Ezra chapter 4 verse 37. By measure had he measured the times, and by number had he numbered the times, and he doth not move nor stir them until the said measure be fulfilled. There you go. So it's no going around it, man. They're going to come in their perfect timing, man. You know, so now that's how we know, say, before World War III get real hot, the implementation of the MOTB must come to pass, man. You know, so there's a whole lot happening in the earth, a whole lot of things going on. But guess what? The Lord said to wait upon him. The Lord said to watch. You know, measure the time diligently within itself. And when thou seest part of the signs pass, you know, just know that it's the very same time when the Harris will begin to visit the world which he made, man. 2 Ezra 9th chapter, beginning at the first verse. So let's continue to watch and pray and meditate on the Lord, okay? So I'm going to end the lesson there, Lord willing. You will edify, giving all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. Salutation and salutations to the brothers out there that are laboring and pushing this truth in truth and in sincerity and in charity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so. To you I say shalom. Until the next time, shalom.